Oh Lord, here we go. Well, this is, for what it's worth, my prayer room. Peaceful scene. And then after prayers and the balls. Very nice. Got those old monks at it again. And nuns, actually. Sisters found a new spot. So, I think I'm going to ask them to keep quiet. Awfully sorry, chaps. Love means never having to say sorry. Which film was that in? Love Story? I think so. With Ali McGraw and the geezer. Yeah. Sweet film. Well, it's so important. And love in the home. Just that love that money can't buy. Me blethering on again. Still the same old theme though. Well, for what it's worth, I've lived here now for 3.5 years in Alnwick, Northumbria, northeastern corner of England. And I make this, it's the main bedroom, but it's my prayer room. And never once has anyone joined me in worship. Oh dear. Oh dearie dear. We live in an age when almost to speak of God is sort of taboo. I listen to this on a Sunday, of course it's Sunday today. I have a sort of meeting here, but as I say, a meeting of one. So the important words from Christ are, where two or more are gathered together in my name, there I am also. But anyway, there's the Sunday program, 7:10 on Radio 4, and they discuss and investigate, etc., various religious issues of the day. But apparently this fellow Patriarch Kirill, who's the head of the Russian Orthodox Church in Moscow, Russia, and so on, they think they think Putin's up to good stuff. Okay. How does that work? But I mean, look at the church. Mankind's organized religion, for me specifically, Christians throughout all the ages. What does it do? Quite frankly, it's probably the biggest promoter of murder and mayhem there has ever been. There it is. It's a fact. Look through the centuries in Europe. Outside of Europe, all around the world, people purportedly of faith taking their misinterpretation, whatever, to other peoples and other lands. Not everyone, of course. More often than not, one, of course, doesn't hear about the good stuff, You don't hear about all the quiet, sort of peaceful, loving behaviour that goes on. Obviously, that's not news, is it? Anyway, ramble. Old Francis. Anik, Sunday, the 1st of December 2024, from his, is it my prayer room or the prayer room in this house? I like the Quaker form of worship where no one is the boss. Anyone and everyone is free, in the right context, to speak. So you don't have a set format. There's the priest, the minister, whatever, leading the worship. It's led by the Holy Spirit. They were called Quakers because they were quaking and shaking with the strength of the Spirit, the Holy Spirit moving within them to speak and whatever. So then you sort of have a clerk of the building. Someone has to look after clean the windows, fix the gutters, whatever. But that is not the spiritual leader that was founded by George Fox, the Quakers. It's about 1624, his date 1624 through till 1690, 92 maybe getting that slightly wrong. Had a lovely wife too. She, I think, was sort of rather upmarket and organised a lot of the funding and stuff behind the scenes. So the idea that you go into the standard, for me, my background's Church of England, but the Roman Catholic High Mass, they're actually very similar. You go in, there's the introit hymn, I think it's called, and on it goes, then the prayers, and then the reading, Old Testament, New Testament, etc. Another hymn, sermon, communion, poof, that's it, God in his box. We can get back to our wicked ways. Ha! I like those little Spotikin, actually. I've never made a film from here. I laugh because so much of the stuff in this house is just that I've picked up. So the table and chairs that I'm utilising for the time being, this table and so on. There was a nice old gentleman on the corner flat, and this furniture appeared. Was it, I think, 4 chairs and this nice, it's pine, but it's a very solid little table, just the job. So I went down, knocked on his window and said, and he said, oh, fine, it was too much from presumably his previous accommodation to fit in, so they brought it, and he just left it out in the weather, so I humped it up here. So that's how this room was furnished, largely. The cross I made myself. Love is the answer. If you have the love of God through Christ within you, everything else falls into place.